Welcome back, Metalheads. We're going to be talking about another fantastic album that's coming out very shortly. This is a band called Deamon, who are releasing their new album. It's called League of the Serpent, released on the 21st of April of 2023 on AFM Records. Now, this band were formed back in 2006 from two Scandinavian countries, Sweden and Norway. Now, the band have released three previous albums. The first two albums were released on Frontier Records. The debut album was called In the Shadows Lost of the Brave in 2008. This was followed by Pandaemoníum in 2009. The band also released their third album on Ram It Down Records. It was called Ghost in 2019. And so this debut album would consist of only four members. We'd have on bass guitar Magnus Nornberg. He was also involved with a band called Nation, who released two fantastic albums, and he was also in the band Draturnus. So we'd also have Toya on guitar, we'd have Jan Thorn Grestford on vocals, and Alfred Frigagen on drums. Now, the second album would have another lineup change for the Pandaemoníum album. Would have Nobby Nornberg on bass guitar. Would also have Ronnie Malanskis on drums. And the third album, Ghost, would have a different drummer. We'd have Jari Byberg on drums. So when I listen to this new album, I hear the vibes of Dragonland, Dream Evil, Stratovarius, Draturnus, Nation. They're very symphonic, but they've got some fantastic melodic hooks as well. At times they can be quite heavy. So you get the vibe of the Swedish melodic power metal and the symphonic vibe. So this album actually comes with 11 songs, with the production done by Oscar Nilsson, who's done a fantastic job. He's made the instruments really shine through. It's very powerful, very crisp and solid. And the artwork was done by Thomas Holmström, who's done a fantastic job. Different from the band's previous artwork. There's no ghost ships on here. So you can check out the artwork as we're talking right now. And so now I'm going to tell you what the titles are for this album. We have At Break of Dawn, we have League of the Serpent, The Final Fight, Lord of the Night, A Lie to be Undone, Hell Raise Hell, Lost in Your Sin, Gates of Paradise, Load Your Cannons, Heaven of Heart, and They Call Us Deamonus. And it roughly clocks in at 46 minutes. But this also comes with a DVD. Now, I don't have any information on the DVD. I don't know if it's a live performance or if it's just studio work showing you the recording of the album. But it'd be interesting to see. So if you manage to get the CD, you do get a DVD with it. So check it out. Now, I think this is a pretty cool album, but I have to say the opening song, At Break of Dawn, isn't the most strongest song on the album. There's much stronger songs that could have opened up this album. So if you listen to it, you might think, oh my God, this isn't fantastic. But the album does get better. This song should have been really in the middle of the album. That's just my personal opinion. Now, don't get me wrong, I think it's a pretty cool song. It's definitely got a vibe of the Celtic, the Irish and Scottish. So if you like that sort of Celtic vibe, you're going to like this as an opening song. The second song was the title track. It's The League of the Serpent. This is more like it. This, I think, should have been the opening song. It's a fantastic song. It's really heavy in places, great symphony keyboards, and it kind of reminds me a little bit also of Camelot. Now, the third song is called The Final Fight. I like this. It's a little bit more laid back, but it's got some interesting parts, really well put together, some fantastic vocals. So if you want to listen to something a little bit more laid back, maybe old school, say Deamon, you're really going to like this one. So check this one out. It's called The Final Fight. And the same could be said for the next song, Lord of the Night. This is a really cool song as well. It's a little bit more heavier than the previous song I've just mentioned, but it's a really good song. It's more mid-tempo, it's got some heavy parts, catchy in places, but it's a really well put together song. So if you want to check out this song, it's called Lord of the Night. So if you really want to check out a really cool song on this album, there's one song called Raise Hell. It's really much like Dream Evil, so if you're a fan of the Book of Heavy Metal, then you really need to check out this song. It's a really well put together song. It's heavy in places, but it does have that vibe of Dream Evil's album Book of Heavy Metal. Now, another really cool song that you need to check out on this album is called Lost in Your Sin. This is a fantastic song. It's mid-tempo, it's got some really nice keyboard playing, some chuggy guitar sound, really well put together, some fantastic vocals, and at places it kind of reminds me a little bit of Jaded Heart, or even the band Treat. Now, another song, Gates of Paradise. This is a song for you to check out if you're a fan of Stratovarius. It's very Stratovarius orientated, but it's a really cool song. Some great guitar playing here. So, like I said, if you're a fan of Stratovarius, this is one song that you really need to check out on the album. So all in all, if you're a fan of Dragonland, Stratovarius, Dream Evil, Draturnus, Nation, them type of bands, this is definitely an album for you. And if you've got the previous albums, you'll know how good they are. This is a little bit more heavy than the previous albums, but it's still St. Deamon. So check it out. April 21st, it's on AFM Records. It's called League of the Serpent. I hope you like it, folks. Let me know what you think of the video below, the song, and leave some comments. And thanks for watching. Be safe, metalheads.